Good morning, all of you. Today we can discuss the answer key of the last unit test exam questions. Okay, most of you made so many mistakes. What was the first question? The number of whole numbers between 13 square and 14 square is dash. Okay, that question we can do using the laws, properties of square root, properties of square numbers. Okay, so most of you done. First find out the 13 square and next you find out the 14 square and find out the numbers, how many numbers are there and answer. So no need of this. Here we find out a property for square numbers to find the non-perfect square numbers, non-perfect whole numbers in between any consecutive perfect square number is how it's, if it is to find out, suppose one square number n square and the next consecutive square number will be what? N plus 1 whole square. Just like if it is 4 square, next square number will be 5 square, like that. Okay, now to find out how many numbers in between this, if it is small numbers we can find out it is 4 square we know 16, 5 square we know 25. Okay, then in between that how many numbers, that how we can find out, that is the question. Now here we want to find out only without finding the numbers 17, 18, 19, 20. That's one way that we can do only possible if it is small numbers. If it is a greater number, it is not possible to count the numbers. For that we can use one property to find out this. If it is n square and the next square number is n plus 1 whole square, then how many numbers will be between these two? That will be 2 into n. Here in this example will be what? Here instead of n square it is 4 square. Instead of n plus 1 whole square it is 5 square. So how many numbers will be there in between 4 square and 5 square? Only we need multiply 2 with 4. 2 into 4 is 8 numbers will be there. So just like how many square numbers, how many non-perfect square numbers between 12 square and 13 square? It's only simple 2 into 12. 2 multiply with the 12, so it will be 24. That like you want to answer. How many number will be in between 25 square and 26 square? So that's equal to 2 into 25. Using that property you want to answer. Otherwise it will take time. For that we study that property. So its answer will be 50. Like that, here our question is how many whole numbers between 13 square and 14 square. How we can answer? 13 square and 14 square. So between 13 square and 14 square. This is our question. How many numbers will be there? 2 into 30, that's equal to 26. Very easy question. Okay, I already told you, all of you want to study that property of squares also. Next question, express 81 as the sum of 9 odd numbers. That's also another property. Okay, if you add odd numbers with if it is 5 odd numbers, we add 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7, otherwise 4. Here how many odd numbers we add? 1, 2, 3, 4. So its answer will be 4 square. That's 16. Okay. Just like if you are adding 6 odd numbers, first consecutive starting from 1. That is must. Okay. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 consecutive odd numbers starting from 1 is started, then what will be its sum? 6 square. So that's equal to 36. Just like here the question is express 81 as the sum of 9 odd numbers. So here we want to add how many odd numbers? First 9 odd numbers starting from 1. So 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 18, 19, this, when we add this we will get 81. So we want to answer this 1 plus, using that property we can answer. How we can? express 81 as a sum of 9 odd numbers. Okay, starting from 1 we will get that. Here we used 9 odd numbers and also its sum is 81. So this is the correct answer. Just like next question is what is square root of a square? That's a very simple question. Square root of a square. You look one example. What is square root of 3 square? Okay, so that will be equal to square root of 3 square is what? 9. So that we easily know what is square root of 9. That is 3. So for any number, square root of that square. If it is square root of a square, its answer will be 8 itself. So another number square root of 5 square will be equal to 5 itself. Okay, that is very simple. Next question. Find root 36 using repeated subtraction method. Okay, for that question most of you done that repeated subtraction you done. After that you didn't answer for the question. We want to find out the square root. 6 times we subtracted 36 minus 1, 35, then 35 minus 3. Like that you subtracted. After that how many times you subtracted that you want to count. Then last you write therefore the square root of 36 equal to 6. Okay, then just before you can write we get 0 on the 6th subtraction. So square root of 36 equal to 6. That type you want to answer. You want to answer for the question. Next one. Find 5000 square root of 5184 using prime factorization method. That most of you made correct. That is very important question and it's also very easy question. Next, find a Pythagorean triplet whose one member is 50. That also most of you done mistake. That is, we know which are the Pythagorean triplets we take as first one is 2m, another one is m square minus 1, next one is m square plus 1. Okay, now here one member is given as 50. So that we can write, so first we just equate 2m. If you take 2m is equal to 15, then m will be equal to, that will not get a perfect number. 15 divided by 2, it will be 7.5 something. So next we take m is equal to, if you got 15 by 2, then try for the next. Then if it is m square minus 1, if you take it as 15, because one member is given as 15. So if it is not possible, then we try for the next triplet. So m square minus 1 is equal to 15. So from that we can find out m square equal 15 plus 1, 16. So m equal to 4. Okay. So one member will be equal to, then 2m is equal to what? 4 into 2, 8. One member we can take it as 2m. Then m square minus 1 we take it as 15. One more we want to find out last one, m square plus 1. That's equal to, m square is 16 plus 1. That's equal to 17. So which are the Pythagorean triplet we find out? One is 2m, that's 8. Next m square minus 1, 15. Now m square plus 1, 17. These are the Pythagorean triplets. And you can check it correct or not. If you take 8 square plus 15 square, that will be equal to 17 square. When we take the sum of these squares, its answer will be 17 square. Then only it forms that Pythagorean triplet. Okay. So this you want to care. If you find, just for take, if it for the first triplet, if it is not to get a perfect square, then try for the next. Try for the next m square minus 1. Here also if it is not to get as correct, then try for m square plus 1, take it as 15. That type you want to take. Next question. Find square root using long division method. That's also very easy question. One is with the decimal number and another is perfect square number. One will get 84. Square root of 7056 will get 84 and square root of 51.84 will get 7.2. Okay. Now today I will give a video related to that next chapter, cubes and cube roots. Just like squares and square roots. That's also very important. All of you want to watch that video as an introduction for that chapter. Okay, thank you.